everybody's doing fine. We got a new blog. It's called Weather Vane. It is something maybe you would make for someone that maybe does the weather. I don't know. But I thought it was a cute little block. You like that? I like it. I like it. Okay, so we're gonna get this puppy on the road. The show on the road. Hope everybody's doing good tonight. I am doing awesome. Of course, Cookie got better and now she's sick again. So, I don't know because we don't go out. And she had a doctor's appointment the other day, and because she was sick, they wouldn't see her. Which they have two offices. I could have took her to the other one, but I just know it was the same thing she was just having a problem with. So she's taking a nap right now. But she keeps running a little fever and fussy. Nothing makes her happy. But she's napping, so I get to get a break. Come in here and visit with you all. And this block is a little bit more than what we usually do. But I still think it's a cute block. And it would be pretty in a full quilt, full-size quilt, or, well, I ain't gonna say full-size quilt. If you wanted to make a quilt out of it, or if you just wanted to make one block and put it on your wall, or two, or three, however many you want. But you know, for the sampler quilt, I'm only making one. And the thing about making only one of these blocks is I don't get to make a practice block before I bring it to you all. So you are seeing me do it for the first time. And it is made with two and a half squares. And of course our triangles is 2.5. I made them out of 3 1/4 blocks. And then I cut them down, as we do always. I like to have something to cut down. You know, if you give yourself a little room, it's okay if you make a boo-boo. So, we're gonna get this open up and put on our next pieces here. Of course, I like this chain piece, and it makes it a lot better when you chain piece it. Definitely makes it a lot better putting it together. Now this block's supposed to come out to a 12.5. And yeah, no, 12. So we'll see. Maybe, I think it's kind of covering my board. And since we got all this cardboard, because I only got 2 of these little boards, and since we getting all this cardboard in from gifts and everything, I got a bunch of it piled up on my cutting table, so I can make me some more boards here. These boards are so awesome. Bringing your pieces to the machine, from the cutting table to the machine. You know, how you get your blocks twisted up and out of line is transferring them. And these blocks are not hard to make. I watched a video for, I think it's Bee in My Bonnet, and cause she uses them all the time, and she's got a video on how to make them, so I made me a couple, and I only made 2 of them, so I'm gonna make some more because they are awesome. And if you have more than one project going on, you can make as many projects as you want and stack them together, and they will be there when you get ready for them. So, you know, I told you I don't like fooling with these little bitty pieces, but we're gonna make it do what it do. I hope everybody's getting ready for Christmas. Can you believe this year is over? Just a couple of more weeks and we'll be into the new year. Same old problems with this COVID, but thank God we're here to see another Christmas. Families and the whole 9. I gotta make sure I didn't twist this. Did I twist this? Doesn't seem like I did. Did I twist you? No, the white one goes on the corner. I tell you, this block was a little tedious laying it out because it has all your blocks are lettered, and you know, once you pick your colors, you kind of like where you want your colors is kind of hard. And I mean, it's not hard, and it wouldn't be hard if I would just mark the blocks, you know, get a little sticker and put on them. But excuse me. I tell my daughter when I was doing this, stop talking to me. I was confused. I had everything laid out. I think it's gonna be a pretty block. I really got faith in it's gonna be really cute. It takes a little bit longer to make this one, but we're gonna get her done. We're gonna get her done. Everybody through with their Christmas shopping? I think everybody does it online. I bought myself a new phone for Christmas, which I needed to upgrade, but I didn't want to spend no $1,000 for a phone. But I like Apple, and I don't have to replace my phone so much. It just kind of works, you know. But I need more space on my phone since I was doing these videos. I still hadn't broke down and dealt with the camera yet, but I'm gonna get around to it if Cookie lets me. Put it that way, if she lets me. Can't concentrate on much with her, but her. And then, of course, my grandson got to have his time, too. And I wouldn't trade him for nothing in the world. I love being a nana. He doesn't call me Nana, he calls me Nana. Some of the people, one of them grandmothers came up to me at one of his games and said, "Oh, you're a Nana too?" I said, "No, ma'am, I'm a Nana." Because that's what he calls me, Nana. And we moving along here. Just gotta look, make sure I ain't trip no blocks up here. When you mess with these little bitty things, it's easy to do. Two and a half is not really bad to deal with, but I kind of like to deal with bigger. 3.5, 3.5 makes my life a little bit easier. But sometimes you gotta deal with these little bitty ones. I want to do one of those quilts, the post stamp quilt. But I'm just thinking about all them little bitty blocks that you're gonna have to put together. I ain't gonna knock it till I try it. I seen Evelyn, she was doing one, and but she's been sewing longer than I have, I'm sure. And it probably didn't faze her. I'm gonna have to go back and check her videos because I didn't see the completion of that quilt. She's an awesome quilter. You notice the weather is crazy. Here it is, December the 2nd. And it was in the 70s today. I mean, but you know it's in the Bible that we won't be able to tell the seasons. So I guess that's where we are. The only bad thing about it, it doesn't kill any bugs, so. And then last year, remember, we had that week of freezing weather. And that was about all the winter we had last year. So it doesn't look too promising this year. Unless February is going to be bad. One more line. That's a lot of little blocks. But we're going to get it done. We are going to get it done. And I'm going to go over here and I'm going to open up the seams on all these little blocks. I think the rose bushes, big on rose bushes, they're all confused. Even though they've been pruned in September, they're still blooming and putting out. I love roses outside. I don't like roses in a vase. I love them outside. Love the beauty of them. My kids always knew if they were going to give me roses, just give me a rose bush. I can make it last. Or my husband, when I had a husband. I'm more of a potted plant person than a bouquet of flowers. Because I just hate to see them die, you know. If I grow them in my yard, it's okay to go out and get some and bring in. But I just hate that those beautiful bouquets die. I had a friend that was smart enough to always dry hers out. But she didn't dry them all out. She dried out some of them to put in a memory chest. And she would get roses or whatever. Okay, we got this baby done. This baby is, well, we got it done. We got it put halfway together here. And there it is. Now I'm going to go and open up the blocks and I'm opening up the blocks and everything, and I'll be right back to show you the results. Okay, I got them all open. Took me a minute, but you know that little stick I told you about, it is fabulous. Fabulous. You know, got a new rug. This is the first time I slid off this rug. Only because you all was watching. Yes. All right, let's go ahead and put it together. Try to make sure these seams are matching up. Go ahead and knock her out. Get it done. Get it done. You want these seams to butt up together so they will hopefully come out right. All these little bitty blocks. I think I got that seam allowance on the bottom off. And if I do, I'll fix it. I'm not gonna. It's off right there. When I go over to open up the seams, I'll check it out and fix it before I open up the seams. You about to make a mess. All right, slow down, Sarah, slow down. That's what you have to do sometimes, is just slow down. Slow and steady. Get the race done, y'all. Slow and steady. Check the seam and see if I made it a mess. No, but I did flip. I did. I didn't.
It's gonna be so far.
I did.
It's not gonna be on the table. It's gonna be on the floor. It's not.
Looks like I flipped those seams, but I didn't. It looked it flipped. And then you got seams on the bottom and the top. It's kind of. You kind of got to really pay attention to the bottom, both sides, to make sure that nothing's flipping. So I just really got lucky that time, because it was two of them looked like they had flipped over on me. Had I been paying more attention to that bottom, I would have caught that. I will be paying more attention to make sure that everything is lined up going under this medium. You all twisted there, darling. And that your seam, that your material is actually laying together. One end, your bottom piece is not slid too far back. That happens a lot too, so you have to be careful about that. It's just when you're working with a lot of seams. Look, I got something right here off. Thank God it's on the bottom so I can feed it in. Those feed dogs will feed it in for me. I'm filming, baby. What you need? What is it you need?
I'm not his little kid, and I'm 6 years old. I have a baby cookie, and she doesn't feel so good.
Well, thank you.
Bye now.
That's my grandson here to come tell y'all. He's my little baby. And he got a little baby. Can't stay away from them too long. They gonna check on you, see what you're doing, coming in and rub you. Most time he doesn't care that I'm not paying him any attention. It's when he's playing on one of those games that I really don't like him playing on. But, you know, my kids played them, but I think they were older. These kids now come out the womb with electronics. See if I got that fed in. I did. I got it fed in. So, that's a good thing. It's always good if it's on the bottom, because your feed dogs will feed it in for you. And, you know, you don't have to work too much with it. I don't know why I did that, but It's a number of reasons. That could have caused it. And when you're going over two, see, like this one's flipped on me. But I got her. I caught her. And it's a little bit, one of the blocks is a little bit bigger than the other. Didn't notice that. Like I say, every quilt should teach you something. You know, it's how those seasonal quilters can tell you this will happen if you do that, and this will happen. It's because, believe me, this will happen to them. So, don't get discouraged with your boo-boos. It's always a worst case scenario. You have to take it out and start over, right? But you will learn in the long run how to accomplish, how to figure out some things on your own. You can always go on YouTube and ask somebody. You can ask me, I'll tell you if I can. If I can't, I got several quilter friends in my little community that can help us out. As I tell you all the time, I am still learning myself. Make sure I ain't puckling nothing. It looks good. They look good, yeah. They look good. Yeah, they look good. Okay, we got 2 more seams to run here. And you know what we're going to do. We're going to go open up these seam allowances. But our block will be together. One day I'm going to have one of those fancy machines that I ain't going to have to remember the back tack, you know, all that. One of these days, I'm going to have one. It's in the making, y'all. I really like, I have a baby lock. It's not one of those real expensive ones, but I really like baby lock. And I'm really looking at baby lock. If I spend money like that on a machine, it will be a baby lock because I really like them. And they got some high dollar machines now. But even with the one that I have, it's not so expensive. You know, it's great. It performs well. And I bought it secondhand. So, when I got it, I took it and had it serviced. And like I said, I love it. The only thing, I just started skipping and I took it down. Instead of purchasing this one, I kick myself now. I mean, this one's okay, but I like that baby lock. And I should have put it in the shop. I'm going to put it in the shop right after the holidays and get it back out because I really like it. And no, baby lock don't pay me nothing. I just like what I like. You know, some people like Juki. And I don't know about Juki. I know a couple of people that has Jukis and they swear by them. think I like the Baby Lock. It's just a smoother machine to me. A smooth machine. I can't say smoother because I don't know about Juki. You know? If you guys like Juki, let me know. If you like Baby Lock, let me know. If you like the Brothers, I like the Brothers too now. Those are probably my two top machines for me. It's the Baby Lock and the Brothers. Because if you do your research, you'll see that I think it's the Baby Lock. Don't quote me. I think it's the Baby Lock. It's got a lot of parts Brothers make. Have a hand in Baby Lock now. Don't quote me on that. And don't nobody say I'm up here spreading bad news about it. But I don't think that would be bad news. But anyway, I think Brothers and Baby Lock has some things in common. Whether they work together or not, I don't know. I'm just giving y'all secondhand gossip, that's all. Some of our seasonal quilters probably could verify that. I can't. See, like, even though I got the seam open, it's a lot of bulk right there. And that's what you run up on some of these. Some of them are not, you don't have a lot. Some of them you do. That one's trying to flip on me. Excuse me. And then too, I don't like the way I have to do the back. If I do a back stitch on this, because this machine gives you that extra stitch. I don't know why it does that or why they figured they needed to do that to it. For quilters, I don't know. It's a quilter's machine. Look how little that block is now. All right, you know what I'm going to do. I'm going to go open these things for you. And see, it looks cute, don't it? I think it's cute. It looks a lot smaller than when I had it on the board at first. I'm going to open these things and I'll come back. All right, you guys. I'm back. Cookie's up from a nap. And Dominic is coming to get her because he's supposed to already got her. Yeah, bye-bye. So, all right, here's our block. It's all pressed in, what have you, and as you know, I always open them seams up. Look at that. That is nice, 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 nice. And it doesn't give you all that bulk in it. So, I hope you'll try this block. It's a nice block. It was easy. It was just, sorry about talking to you with my back turned to you. It's easy. It was just a lot of pieces because of the 2.5 inch squares that I made it out of. But it's pretty easy block. And let me get the book. Sorry about turning my back on you. Cookie is not happy. And maybe you can see 3 of them together there. But I think it makes a pretty, and that's the name of it. So, and I got it out of this book. I know a couple of my subscribers said they had this book. But I have another book that's got like 300 blocks, 300 and some blocks, I can't remember. But maybe one day, maybe I'll get some blocks out of it and see what we can make. And we may do something. I keep saying we're going to do something different with these triangle, half square triangles. We're going to do something different with some blocks that looks very difficult, that looks like it's difficult to make, but actually would be kind of easy. So I will probably have to do practice blocks on some of those, because when you do a half square triangle and just other blocks with it, it's pretty easy. But when you have other blocks that has different things, because here's my half squares, here's my half squares, this is a solid block, and it's just on the corner. It's only it's 2 solid blocks. These 4 here are solid blocks. They're just solid blocks. But it looks like that you can see the seam in them. Of course you can. But it just looks like you did a lot of work when you actually didn't. But some blocks are a lot harder because of, depends on what you're making. If you're making them with triangles and half square blocks or something, then that gets a little bit more difficult for some people. So we may do a block like that. I just got to look in my awesome blocks. I got a lot of them. I got a whole awesome over there of books that I can actually look in. I just got to dig out the heavy artillery, that's all. And find something different. Give you a little change on the half square triangle blocks. Give you something different to look at. But I want you all to know I deeply appreciate your time. I don't take it for granted that you take time out your day to watch me, to see me mess around at my machine or make my mistakes. We all make them, we all gonna make them. And I just always want you to see that I make mistakes. And I fumble all over the place, with my blocks sometimes. I am not a professional. So if you're looking for a professional, I can give you some good YouTube channels to watch to get that, but you won't get it over here. But anyway, I'm gonna let you guys go and enjoy your weekend. Have a blessed day, evening, whichever it is in your neck of the woods. And God bless you and your family and keep you safe. And if you like what you saw here, please hit that like button. It'll turn blue if you hit it. And then share my videos, and also subscribe to my channel so you know when I put out something new. You never know what I'm coming up with. The cathedral windows quilt is coming along, but I'm very afraid that it may not make it the end of the year, but it'll be close. Grandmother's flower garden, I'm making more flowers because I thought I had did something making 30 of them. Honey, they didn't even put a dent in them. Somebody should have told me. Like I say, I'm new at this game, so I'm learning. But once again, if you like what you saw, give me a thumbs up, share my videos, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next week with something. I'm going to take the time this weekend to find you something awesome. All right, have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.